Okay. Now, question number 14. இப்போ இந்த இடத்துல என்னென்ன கேசஸ்லாம் நம்ம பார்க்கணும்? You have to check for C equal to 0, 0 less than or equal to C less than or equal to 1. இந்த இடத்துல equal to வராது. Less than or equal to 1 வராது. Then I have to look for C equal to 1 case. Then C equal to 3 case. Then 1 less than C less than 3 case. Then I also have to check for 3 less than or equal to X less than or equal to 10 case. இந்த இடத்துலயும் equal to வராது. Because you have already accounted for C equal to 3. Correct? So, இப்போ இந்த இடத்துல I have C equal to 0 and I have my equal to 0 included here also. Correct? So, when it is already included here, I can omit this particular condition because I do not have two different conditions. In the இடத்துல C greater than 0 இருக்கு. What is my condition for C less than 0 here? I do not have any condition. So, I can directly apply. In the இடத்துல C equal to 1 க்கு, I have two conditions. I have C less than 1 and I have C greater than 1. I have two different conditions. So, I have to check for left hand limit and the right hand limit. But for 0, when it comes to 0, I don't have to check for left hand limit and the right hand limit for C equal to 0 case. ஏன்னா இந்த இடத்துல I only have C greater than or equal to 0 condition and no less than condition. Correct? Now, what are my given conditions? Let me rewrite again. So, what are the conditions I need to check for? First case, I need to check for 0 less than or equal to C less than 1. Next is C equal to 1 case. Then 1 less than C less than 3. Then C equal to 3. Then I have 3 less than X less than or equal to 10. Similar case for 10. 10 lime I do not have any condition where X is greater than 10. Adnala left hand limit, right hand limit rendume panna vendam. Okay, very clear? Okay, now I have 5 cases to solve. So let me solve case 1. Where 0 less than or equal to C less than 1. Now first, what is my f of x? F of x is going to be this particular case, first case, correct? So it is going to be 3. So my f of C is also going to be 3. Pretty straightforward. Now limit x tends to C of f of x, which is going to be limit x tends to C of, what is my f of x? 3. In the இடத்துல whatever my value of C, doesn't matter. The 3 is going to come out of the limit. Correct? So, what is my value here? F of C is 3 and the limit is also 3. So, it is continuous for the first case. So, it is continuous in the given range. Next, case 2. What is my case 2? C equal to 1. Abdina enna paakano? I need to look for left hand limit and right hand limit. Now, first f of C எழுதுவோமா? What is my f of C at 1? What do I see? It is 3. Okay, it is the same case as the previous one. So, f of C kandupidichachu. Now, limit x tends to C of f of x, which is going to be limit x tends to 1 of 3. When I take 3 outside the limit, I'll have 3. Limit kulla enna irukku? I have the value of 1. Correct? So, I can simply write this as 3. So, again I see that the value here is 3 and the value here is 3. But don't forget the left hand limit and the right hand limit. So, this is going to be my left hand limit. Correct? It is going to be less than 1. So, this is the left hand limit. What is my right hand limit? This is minus 1 minus. Now, right hand limit. X tends to C plus of f of x, which is limit x tends to 1 plus. 1 plus na 1 vida greater ange irukku. The value is 4. You see, I highlighted in the question. So, I have 4. So, I'll write 4. So, 4. So, this is my right hand limit. Though f of C and left hand limit are equal, in the இடத்துல right hand limit enna irukku? It is 4. So, it is not equal. So, it is not continuous, as left hand limit is not equal to right hand limit. Enga not continuous? At 1. X is equal to 1 la it is not continuous. Okay. What is my third case now? Third case, 1 less than C less than 3. Now in the case, what is my f of C? My f of C from the question, it is going to be 4. So this is my f of C. Now limit enna agapodhu? Limit x tends to C of f of x, which is going to be limit x tends to C of 4. What is my f of x? 4. When I take 4 outside the limit, I'll be left with 4. So, in the இடத்துல என்ன தெரியுது? I have 4 equal to 4. So, it is continuous. Okay. Now, my fourth case. What is my fourth case? Case 4. C equal to 3. இது முடிஞ்சது. This is done. This is done. Now, I'm looking for this. C equal to 3. அப்படின்னா என்ன அர்த்தம்? I need to look for both left hand limit and the right hand limit. Okay. So, C less than 3 க்கு in the case. C greater than 3 க்கு I'm going to use this particular case. So, first of all, what is my f of x? F of x na at 3, it is going to be this value. The value marked in pink. So, I have f of x is going to be 5. So, my f of C is also going to be 5. Now, limit x tends to 3 minus, this is my left hand limit of f of x, which is going to be limit x tends to 3 minus left hand limit na enna value less than 3, so it is going to be 4. You see here the value marked in gray. So I have 4. When I take 4 outside the limit, I'll be left with 4. So this is my left hand limit. What is my right hand limit? Limit x tends to 3 plus of f of x, which is going to be limit x tends to 3 plus of, what is my 3 plus na greater than the value marked in pink. So I have 5. So 5, this is my right hand limit. So it is pretty clear that the left hand limit is not equal to the right hand limit. I'll mark it for you. So the left hand limit is not equal to the right hand limit. So not continuous at 3. So 3 liyo not continuous. So this case is done. What is my case 5? It is going to be 3 less than c less than or equal to 10. Equal to 10 idliye nama combine panna porom. So what is my f of c now? F of c is going to be 3 less than x less than 10 and it is going to be 5. Ipo limit x tends to c of f of x, which is going to be limit x tends to c of 5, which is going to be 5 veliyila edutha I'll have 5. So I have 5 equals 5. Okay, so this is continuous at x is equal to, sorry, it is continuous for the given range. In the இடத்துல x க்குலாம் எதுவும் கிடையாது. So it is continuous. So what is my point of discontinuity? It is not continuous at 3 and it is not continuous at 1. So 1, 3 are the points of discontinuity. Okay, pretty simple. Please copy. Okay, question number 15 now. Question number 15 liyo adhe mari I need different cases. What are my different cases? First, x less than 0 irukku, x greater than 0 irukku. So I have to check for x is equal to 0. This is my first case. What is my second case? 0 less than x less than 1. Then I have 1 x less than or equal to 1 and x greater than 1. So I also have to check for x is equal to 1 and I have to check for x greater than 1. Okay, so these are the 4 different cases that I have to look for. Why am I taking x equal to 0 and x is equal to 1? And I see that I have both left hand limit and the right hand limit. No single value. Correct? So I'll remove this tick for now. Once I solve every case, I'll erase it. Okay. Now, I have first case, case 1. X is equal to 0. Abdina nartham left hand limit and right hand limit. Rendume paakano. X is equal to 0. La first f of x enna? At x is equal to 0. What is my case? It is 0. So I have 0. So f of c is also going to be 0. What is my left hand limit? Left hand limit is going to be x less than 0. It is going to be 2x. So I have 2x and I substitute the value of 0. I'll have 2 times 0, which is going to be 0. And what is my right hand limit? Limit x tends to 0 plus. 0 plus na x greater than 0. In that it is going to be 0. When I take 0 outside the limit, I'll have 0. So what do I see? The value here is a 0, here is a 0 and here also it is a 0. Okay, so it is continuous. Continuous at 0. So 0 on the point of discontinuity kadayadu. Okay, what is my second case? I have 0 less than x less than 1. So this is done. We are looking for the second case now. I'll mark it in red. So this is done. Okay, so here you can either write this as x is equal to 0 or c is also equal to 0. So these are two similar things. Okay, they are not very different. Adala x o edala c o edala. Okay, it is not a very big mistake. So what is my f of c going to be? F of c is going to be this particular value that I put a tick here. Okay, so in the value, so I have f of c is equal to 0. What is my limit? Limit x tends to c of f of x, which is going to be limit x tends to c of 0. 0 limit which will let I'll have 0. So I have 0 here and 0 here. So it is continuous. So case 2 is also continuous. Okay, now case 3. What is my case 3? It is going to be x. Now x is equal to 1. What is my x is equal to 1? I have c also is equal to 1. What is my f of c? At 1, what is my question? It is going to be 0. So f of c is going to be 0 again. So now left hand limit, right hand limit. So left hand limit is limit x tends to 1 minus. 1 minus na, where is the case? Which is the case? The one that I have ticked here. Correct? So I have a 0. So I have 0, which is when I take 0 outside the limit, I'll be left with simply a 0. So this is my left hand limit. Right hand limit ennaagum? Limit x tends to 1 plus, what is my 1 plus? X greater than 1 ku f of x is 4x, correct? So I have 4x. When I substitute the value of 1, I'll have 4 times 1, which is 4. So it is pretty evident that it is not equal, correct? So in the இடத்துல I'm getting a value of 0, but my right hand limit is a 4. So I have left hand limit not equal to right hand limit. Left hand limit not equal to right hand limit. So not continuous at x is equal to 1. இப்போ case 4 பார்க்கலாமா? So case 4 is x greater than 0, which means x greater than 1, which means c is greater than 1. So what is my f of c? Greater than 1 என்ன condition இருக்கு? 4x இருக்கு. So it is going to be 4c. What happens when f of c is 4c? I have limit x tends to c of f of x, which is going to be limit x tends to c of 4x. f of c 4c na f of x is going to be 4x, correct? So ipo x ku c substitute panna, what will I have? 4c. So I see that the value here is a 4c and the value here is a 4c for any value of c. So it is continuous. So it is continuous everywhere, but what is the point of discontinuity? It is not continuous at x is equal to 1, correct? So what is my point of discontinuity? Point of discontinuity is x is equal to 1. So this is my final answer, okay? Please copy.